People love music. We love it so much we can't imagine a life without it. Including Brian. Let's follow him around his daily life. Brian is bored, so he decides to look at his phone for a little bit. He opens YouTube and sees several music videos from his favorite artist, Beyonce. He then moves on to TikTok and Instagram and scrolls through people doing dance challenges with K-pop songs. When he turns on the TV, mountains of commercial jingles are what he hears. Everything around Brian's life heavily utilizes music. Music has become an important part of people's lives because we love listening to joyful tunes. Thus the saying, music is the only legal drug in Korea. But why do we love music so much? Surprisingly, there are a lot of biological and cognitive mechanisms involved in this phenomenon. There is a relatively new study entitled The Psychoneuroimmunology of Music. Whoa, what a mouthful! Let's break it down and see what it means. Psycho for psychology, neuro for brain activities, immunology, the biological response of our body to diseases, and music. The field suggests that music helps cope with stress by enhancing mental and physical health. Especially, aspects of music such as harmony and tempo provides a neurological basis for music-induced emotions and the neuroanatomy of music performance. This effective music can be analyzed in two different dimensions, in mental and physical aspects. First, music can help with mental emotions from stress, such as restlessness, anxiety, and nervousness. Science defines the emotional response to stress as state anxiety, an individual's perception of a stressful experience. Music can modulate activity in brain structures that are known to be crucially involved in emotions causing state anxiety. Recent studies propose that music strongly influences the amygdala, a part of the limbic system, which is a section of the brain that plays a crucial role in the regulation of emotional processes by releasing endorphins. This hormone blocks the perception of pain and increases feelings of well-being, therefore, in this case, preventing stress. Music also has an effect on physical health. Research has shown that music helps with the physiological response to stress, which implies the release of adrenaline and noradrenaline, increased activity of the sympathetic nervous system, resulting in increased physiological arousal, such as heart rate, blood pressure, and cardiac output. In a parallel process involving the hypothalamus and the adrenal glands, cortisol is released. Music listening, music making, and singing have been associated with decreases of physiological arousal, shown by reduction of cortisol levels or decrease in heart rate and blood pressure. This in turn has been shown to evoke feelings of pleasure and happiness. On top of the psychological and physical effects, music can also influence our brains and bodies depending on how it's delivered. Most obviously, orally. It can also have a physical influence through the movements of muscles and sensory experience of vibrations. Also socially, as many musical activities happens in a social network, it can bring with them additional psychosocial experiences such as increases in confidence, social participation, and self-esteem. And personally, as music will be approached differently by each individual depending on whether they like or dislike the music, whether they are familiar with the style or genre, or whether they feel any particular emotional connection to it. This suggests that the effect of music will vary enormously not only depending on the situation, but also on how it is employed. The psychoneuroimmunology of music suggests that we should understand more about the inner workings of music on the brain and body in order to see how music can be better applied in community, educational, and in particular, healthcare settings. So next time, before scrolling down a TikTok or turning on the radio, think about the joy that you'll get from the music you're about to hear.